Can't be Minoan. What is this? Malaka. It's real. By the gods. The strength the Seos used to navigate the labyrinth. Let's see what's at the end. A creature of rage did this. I've been this way before. Minotaur. And here we go. mythical creatures. Killed the min. So proud. The Minotaur is dead. Thanks for your help, Ardos.
Where's Peter?
I searched the labyrinth, and I didn't see any sign of him.
What? You didn't look hard enough. Maybe he got out. That's why you couldn't find him.
You might be right. He could be out there, somewhere. Don't ever give up looking for your family. You hear?
I can't.
I will never stop looking for my own mother, Ardos. We need to have faith, not just in the gods, but in ourselves.
I just wish I had something to remember him by. Sometimes I forget what he looks like, what he sounded like.
I'm sorry. There's nothing more I can do for you.
Still, you tried. Thank you, Miss Dios.
We should get out of here. What's your plan now?
I'm going to keep looking for Pater. Do you think any of the others will know where he went?
I don't think so.
I see.
Look who's here. Arthos. You are never alone, Arthos. There are always people who care.
Thank you, Miss Dios. He's in good hands now.
The Mystios couldn't find Pater. He must have found a way out.
Is that so?
There was no sign of him in the labyrinth.
Come on, we've got to start looking. Thanks, Mystios. You're the best.
You'll find your pater. I know it.
Let's head home first. Maybe something there will help us find your pater.
Home?
Yes, our home. Let's go.
Sorry I stole this.
I understand.
And your amulet.
What amulet?
And your ring collection.
So that's where...
And your memoirs.
I hadn't finished those. By the gods, you can't be stealing these things like that.
But I'm sorry.
I'm here. I didn't deserve it.
You didn't talk to me for years.
Perhaps I did deserve it.
I know. Not to mention.
What?
Never know.
Τούτο μόνο. Παύσεις.
Έλα. Come on. Hey! Come on. Yeah!
Keep your distance, Mistio.
I should try to stay out of sight. Come on. Yeah!
Put
pain.
down your
The
spear and
incredible
grab
pain.
your
My
Drachmi
limbs and
challenger.
organs crushed.
For only
If
honorable
only I
bribery
paid for
can
the
save
trial
you from sharing
What
on
an
astounding
incredibly priced
painful
deal.
Talk with Leandro's challenger, then bring me your skull so that I might crush it. Yes! Talk with Leandro's challenger, then bring me your skull so that I might crush it. Yes!
Out, damn flames! Out! I don't want to be spotted here.
Got hit with a blunt of a sword. By the time I woke up, a huge bird trying to peck out my eye.
Who among you is afraid? Who among you is frail or weak? Who among you is strong? A mighty specimen approaches. Are you ready for honor? For glory? For certain death?
I'm ready for 2/3 of that.
Then you seek combat with the Minotaur!
The Minotaur's already dead. By my hand.
You killed the Minotaur. I'm sorry, friend. You're very mistaken. Some scam artists fooled you with flame-lit corridors and flimsy costumes. The 100% genuine and completely real Minotaur lives here. And you better believe it. If you slay the Minotaur, you would... And you'd get to take...
Your Minotaur must...
Sounds like we... It's time!
I'll do your trial.
Pre-trial!
I'll do your...
Fantastic! So...
Please, Leon.
Nothing stands in the way of glory.
And what about my daughter?
Your daughter.
Amara.
I'm sure she's... Don't worry about the map. Grrr! Please. Go, my le... Then I say,
I
prove
need
yourself!
all of the trial tokens.
Come! Face to face with he of the blood-soaked hooves! He of the entrail-splattered horns! You know his name! You know his roar! The beast! The myth! The Minotaur! Maximum of 3 members per Minotaur hunting party. Purchase of Minotaur team merchandise is mandatory before proceeding. No legendary warriors, epic heroes, or legitimate gods, demi, semi, or otherwise, are eligible to fight the Minotaur. And no pushing. You'll all get the chance at dismemberment.
And that concludes our tour today, ladies and gentlemen. get your meat. Warrior! Welcome to Petuni.
I don't see how...
My name's Arsenios. If you
Don't need the tour.
You think you kill the Minotaur?
It was an epic battle.
An epic battle? You were scammed, warrior. But have no fear. You're in Befka now.
You sell it well, kid.
Who would? As you can see from these statues, the Minotaur's a fearsome foe. So don't forget this exclusive tour, thief. They say it's his only weakness. Behold, an exact replica of the Minotaur. Actual Minotaur size may vary.
Where's the rest of him?
Up the hill. Some of the workers lost control moving it into place.
Sounds like even Minotaur stuff.
Oh, there they say Theseus himself is...
I've heard many tales of the Minotaur.
Well, Sparta's not known for its quality education.
Let's just...
Hey, it... Look out! That rock's actually a Minotaur dropping. He must have just been through here. I can't believe we missed him. Here's another helpful tip you won't get on any other tour. The Minotaur isn't a morning person. Trust me, I know my Minotaurs. I've been in this business 27 years.
They sure like the
between you and me.
Minotaur here.
Warriors from all over the Aegean come to Befka to face the mighty Minotaur, hoping to claim his head as the ultimate prize. So far, well, but drinking freshly squeezed Minotaur hoofy leak.
And let me guess, you...
It's just like Peter always said.
You never know when you'll need some...
You've made a wise...
No! Put it down! Put it down! No! Put it down!
I'm not saying I'm responsible for breaking the Minotaur statue, but I'm also not saying I'm not responsible. And so concludes our tour.
That's the tour? I didn't learn anything about the Minotaur.
My customers are always satisfied. You can pay my associates on your way out. Please enjoy the rest of your stay here in Befka.
You're not going to get one drag me out of me.
No, not one. I'm getting all of it! Get him! Don't damage him!
Dead for death!
Well done, warrior. You've passed the... survived the thugs test. Not everyone passes that. You've earned an extra 10% off our world-famous... Or... You know what? You've given me a great tour. A tour of friendship.
A pleasure doing... One more thing. I'm looking for someone named Milite. A man with influence and an...
Never heard the name. But there's a man in town, Leandros. He knows everyone.
Leandros.
Hey!
Yeah. Could be worse.
Ορόσε!
Έφρυξα.
So brave, pretending you have a chance against a warrior as strong and handsome as me. We may fight for my token, yes. But maybe you would prefer to remain uncrushed and buy my token instead. Yes?
No. We fight.
Are you sure you would not prefer to...
We fight.
Then let the crush... You should have bought my token, yes? Very low price. Now you must pay a new price. Death! I will use your bones to pick your other bones from my teeth. This isn't what winning feels like. Crush, crush. What am I feeling? What is this?
The shame of defeat.
This is defeat? Winning is better, yes. The token of strength is yours. Have a wonderful day and please don't hit me again.
I need all of the trial tokens.
Whoever did this must like the sight of blood.
My big toes are no longer safe. Back! Stay back! I'll jump!
You don't have to do this. There's always something to live for.
No, not for me. I've got nothing. I am nothing. This isn't even armor. It's my mother's third favorite serving tray. I'm a failure. A failure!
Stop wasting everybody's time and come back from the edge. If you were going...
What?
No, you won't. You're a coward.
I'm no coward. My Zeus's tunic, you're right. Of course.
Come away from the edge. Talk to me.
My village. But look at me. I'm no Minotaur.
The Minotaurs are...
You? No.
Sorry.
Then my people are...
Minotaur slaying isn't for everyone. Even if you go home with...
Yes, you're right.
Do not put words in my mouth. Really?
I just have to make them think I've killed the Minotaur. We would prosper again.
Sounds like a dream.
A dream where people care about a little look convincing. Best steal the Pefka leader's shiniest armor. Oh, and...
Don't worry.
Good.
I've heard enough.
I wouldn't think of it.
Maybe 4 days. Should we get him water or... How long have you been here watching him? Like I said, maybe 4 days. Come down from there.
Αληθώς του το συνέβη.
It's not safe up there. Come down and fight the Minotaur.
Why is he up there?
What trouble have they gotten into now? Their mother's going to feed me to that damned Minotaur.
This must be the pre-trial of accuracy?
Hmm? Oh, yes. This is the pre-trial of accurately finding my mala.
Your sons.
Have you tried raising only by completing...
So...
You'll get my... They usually...
Don't worry.
You...
There he is. Found him. I see him.
He'll never find.
Go home to your father and do as he says, or I'll tell the Minotaur where you live.
But... I hate you, Mistios! Help, please! Help me! I'm trapped up here!
You're safe. Go home. And listen to your pater when he calls for you.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Ouch, my arm! I'm not trapped. You can go away now. I'm not even in here. Everything you broke was really expensive. So, my pater will probably kill you.
I'm sure. Home. Now. And that's the last of the sons. Better head back to the trial master.
My sons! You brought them home!
You were right. They are little shits.
I can't believe they listened to you. Consider the trial of accurately finding my sons complete!
Of all my victories, this is the one I'll be most remembered for. That's all 3 tokens. Better meet Leandros at the Warrior's Rest. this is the armor Maurice described, it is shiny.
What are you doing there? There's someone over there. I'm taking a look.
Now! I found him!
I should be careful. High security here.
Oh, sorry, Mistios. Without both the axe and the armor...
An ox that looks...
When I first arrived, I had room...
What's so special?
They say perception.
I'm sure this...
Well, yeah.
I'll get the leaders on.
right there!
This is...
This is the axe the man from the roof wanted. It's pretty heavy. I wonder if he could even lift it. Now I have both items the man on the roof needs to bring glory back to his village. I better get these to him before he actually jumps.
Τι στον δώρακαν. Παραδοξότατο.
Anything I can do for you today, friend?
The Athenians defeated the soldiers and killed most of the men.
What are you planning?
Spartan women are...
You want me to kill?
His blood.
The gods are smiling on you.
I owe more than...
That'll do. I'm back, and I have everything you need to successfully lie to your people.
Oh, fantastic. And fear not, friend. This is a lie that will save my people. It'll put us back on the map. Well, can I,
Of course, the
Just turn around for a second.
Oh, you look heroic. Like a warrior who...
Really?
I mean it. Even...
Wow! It's okay, guys! I'm a hero now! I'm coming down! I feel pretty heroic. I sure hope that boat captain shows up so that I can get home. He took the last of my drachmi.
Si! Pawsze!
That must be the man mentioned in the letter about the arena fighting. Mayor.
Brave souls. Only the best warriors rest here. Heroes.
They aren't many.
But they're heroes of the arena. Those who earned an honorable death. The others are buried in unmarked holes far from here. Nobody remembers them. When your time comes, do you think you'll be worthy of the title hero, Misthios?
I'd be more than worthy to rest here, if someone proves strong enough to kill me.
I've heard tales of you and your exploits, Misthios. Impressive, if they're true.
Depends on what you've heard.
I've heard a lot. A warrior adventuring across the land. Sometimes they're half beast, or half god, but always an eagle bearer. Tell me, is any of it true?
They're all true. And there's more you don't know about.
Good answer. I don't care if the stories are true. I can see you have it in you. A capacity for greatness. The potential to be a real hero. I am Mayon.
Alexios.
If you want to truly live Alexios, to become a hero of the arena, and to win riches beyond your wildest dreams, you'll need to fight in my arena.
Sounds interesting.
Good. Take my boat and head up the Pefka coast towards the shipwreck and into the mouth of the valley. There, you'll find the entrance to my arena, and Skura, who handles my fighters. If he sees what I see in you, I think he'll have much to be excited about.
Look, a warrior whose bravery may need... I have your Malakis tokens. No more games, no more schemes to rob me of my Rakmi. It's time to slay a Minotaur!
But fair, perhaps you'd like to buy back your exquisite, finely crafted...
By the gods!
They, make...
Not another Drachmi.
Oh, but, champion, surely you want some... sorry. And all that's left is facing our star...
If your pre-trials are anything to go by...
Well, good. you'll find the beast in the depths. They'll join you.
You've come. How can I help you? Come back anytime.
And look, brother! The final member of our Minotaur hunting party has arrived! When the beast sees our assembled might, he will moo miserably in fear! Do Minotaurs moo, or...
If it's all... Can we at least say I struck the killing blow?
The Minotaur is a mythical creature.
You're talking about me.
The only myths about you, little brother, are the...
This...
Are you ready to ride?
Let's slay...
Leandro says it... If the Minotaur eats humans and lives right next to the population of Befka, how are they all still alive?
Perhaps the diet of Befkans disagrees with him.
Good thinking, brother. Let us dip our blades in rich oils and onions to gain an edge in combat. I should check on my brother. The baking business can be quite fierce.
Befka, home of heroes. Haven't been torn apart by a Minotaur. They've been arranged.
Minotaur!
What?
Drop all your valuables and flee in terror. Mortal, leave me your drachme, and you shall be spared. Otherwise, death by hoof awaits you. Fear my move. Fear it?
Malaka. I am going to start stabbing until someone tells me what's going on. The last Minotaur I killed talked less.
Killed? No, we don't have to use the K word. I mean, grrr.
Tell me what's going on, or I'll cut it out of you. And take off that Malaka's mask. Leandros?
I told you nothing is what it seems in Pefka. I'm happy to refund any expenses incurred. Please, it's my daughter, Mara. Masked men are holding her captive deep in the canyons of Titi Plateau.
Masked men? What kind of masks?
White like marble, bleeding from their eyes. Horrific!
The cult.
They control everything in Pefka. Lured champions from all over with the promise of Minotaur slaying glory, only to swindle and ambush them down here in the dark if I don't do as they say.
How many men have you sent to their death?
Thousands. More. She's all I have. But now I have...
Tell me, whose face would Amara wish to see rescue her? Mine or her father's? Be brave, Leandros.
Bravery, yes.
We will save your daughter.
Thank you, Mystios. Meet me outside the ruins of Zakros. These masked men, they're organized and unafraid. Their greatest weapon is no blade, it's our greed. Every merchant, every man that you slave earn enough drachme out of this charade to make Midas blush. The myth of the Minotaur makes us all rich, and we turn a blind eye to the cost. Gah! Why is this suit chafing? I used a whole bottle of olive oil. Hard to breathe in a costume this magnificent. By Zeus, this fair doesn't breathe at all. You are the Minotaur. You are the Minotaur. You are the Minotaur. You are the Minotaur. No, the last one was better. I'm coming, Amara. Don't be afraid. And don't you be afraid, Leandros. She needs you. Over here! It's me, Leandros! You came! I was sure I'd fight alone!
I'll stand with you, Leandros. I see you're still...
I faced men. Granted, I was just there, but... Well...
And you look it.
Yes, yeah!
Don't do that.
They must be keeping her under... But Zakros as well...
We charge! found her.
Please,
No,
God,
please.
I didn't do anything.
I've been quiet.
Let me go.
I haven't cried. I
Please.
can't be silent. Don't hurt me. Free.
Take cover! I'll find you when I know it's safe.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Τι συνέβη μόλις?
You saved me.
Well,
Is that the Minotaur?
Τι γίνεται?
show her.
Father? You're the Minotaur?
Maybe don't tell your mother.
I waited and waited and... You weren't going to leave me here, were you?
Of course. I was always coming for you.
The people who took you. If there's anything you overheard,
While I pretended to sleep, their leader spoke of a meeting place in Kidonia. I wrote down all...
My friend, we're heading to my wife. She keeps a vigil.
After you.
Amara! Amara! You're alive! Mater! My family. You did this?
Thank Leandros. When the time came for action, he charged, despite being outskilled and...
Perhaps there are...
No one's ever won the prize of Befka! Everyone who's died facing the Minotaur has had their drachmi go in the vault, growing year by year.
Thank you for a tiny portion.
Of course. Less taxes, I'll make sure all of it reaches your boat, Mistios. Oh, and... This is for you. A coward doesn't deserve to be the Minotaur.
Quite the compliment.
Befka is no longer safe for us. Freeing Amara will bring repercussions from people who are...
Be safe.
The cult has existed for decades, and will exist for centuries more.
Stay back!
die together!
Can I help you with something?
I have a problem.
How much did
I told the Spartan commander.
And you haven't that?
I sank.
So I have to sink...
Exactly,
I'll help you.
Please.
I should get go...
Not much food around.
Sound sense.
There's sharks in...
So I should kill...
Yes.
I'll take care.
Thank...
Leave it to me. Varnavas told me about it. That must be Skura.
I remember. Shh. Do you hear that?
I hear nothing but the wind.
Exactly. Nothing.
Right.
They tell me you could hear the crowds from all the way out here. The thirst never quenched.
Thirst? For what?
Combat in the arena, Misthios. Life and death in their purest forms. Love, hate, glory and ruin. All there for the crowds to devour. My name is Skura.
Alexios, I found a note that mentioned this place, and you. It called for fighters from all over the Greek world.
These walls no longer shake because there are no heroes of the arena left. The crowds don't care about real fighters anymore. They just want blood. But you, Misthios, you could change that. You could make them care. And win riches beyond your wildest dreams, of course. If you were to fight and win.
Perhaps I can make the arena walls shake once again.
Good.
My blades and I are ready.
Choose your opponent.
I have unpaid debts to collect.
I see. Anyone in particular come to mind? Choose your opponent.
I'll fight this king of the bandits.
I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Oh, here they are. Do you hear? You must have done well in there.
Did you not see?
I haven't seen a fight from inside the arena in years. But if the crowds are cheering like that, perhaps I have a hero on my hands after all.
Of course they cheer for me. Who could resist cheering for a warrior legend in the arena?
Maybe the stories I've heard are true.
Skura?
Leon?
Ah, Mistius. I knew it as soon as I laid eyes on you. You could be hero of the arena like Skura. If you keep fighting, I foresee a long and profitable career. For both of us. Talk to Skura when you're ready to continue.
Choose your opponent.
I will spear Velos like a wild animal.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are! Your blade, Mistios. The spear. It reminds me of long ago. Of the Persians.
This spear has killed many Persians.
As have I. On the battlefield and in the arena.
How exactly did you become hero of the...
I survived.
What was the arena like in...
It was a place of honor and heroism. I bathed my blade in...
You fought in the
I did.
What was that like?
Hard. The Persians were a formidable enemy. They had the numbers. They had warriors from Atoll conquered lands in their armies. It took a united Greek war to turn them back. Anything less would have been total defeat.
A united Greek world. Seems like fantasy now.
Agreed. But coming back from the war was harder than the war itself. Mayon and I found daily life afterwards to be... difficult. We had been men filled with life and death purpose. We found that again in the arena.
I have to go.
You've done a warrior's job.
Thank you.
Choose your opponent.
I'll hunt Ivanti in the arena.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Well, here they are!
A warrior in the arena doesn't have many privileges, outside those of pleasure, fame, and glory. Tell me, Mistius, do you have anyone close to you? Friends, family, lovers?
I have people in my life. People that...
My daughter...
What about your family?
My beloved Anea. The first time I held her in my hands, I knew I'd never be able...
How long ago was that?
Years ago.
I won't push any further.
I envy you, Misthios. You have everything to gain. Don't let it slip away. Choose your opponent.
The rock from Athens is about to be crushed.
The best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Oh, here they are!
Choose your opponent.
Vasilis will have devoured his last opponent.
You want the best! I said, do you want the best? Do you want the best? Oh, here they are!
Congratulations, Mistios. You've lived up to what Mayon and I saw in you. You're destined for greatness.
Thank you.
I'm done, Mistios. I'm leaving. A life outside the arena gates is no longer for me. I need to move on.
Where will you go from here?
I need to live life the best way I know.
Will you see your daughter?
My little Anea? Yes. I think I'll see her.
I hope we meet again. I understand.
Friend? Not old man?
Not old man. Friend.
Before I leave, I've set up one last fight for you. The best arena fighter the Greek world has to offer. It won't be easy. But then again, nothing in the arena ever is. Are you interested?
I'll do it. Gross.
You want to fight someone in the arena?
I'll face this mystery opponent in the arena.
Skura said even the gods will cheer for this one.
Skura!
Look at this, Mistios. Feel it. Everything I've been collapses down into this moment. The war, my time in the arena, my daughter Anea, and you, Mistios.
What about Anea? Think of her, Skura.
I've been thinking of her every day since she was born. And now more than ever.
Why are you doing this?
I found a way. Thanks to you, I found a way to live again.
You need to rethink this. You don't know what you're doing.
I know exactly what I'm doing. You're going to have to fight me, Mistios. I won't hesitate killing you if you let me.
Fine, old man. I'll send you into the next life.
By all means.
Not bad for an old man. Not bad at all.
I thought so, too.
What about Anea? Your daughter?
Anea's gone. She's been dead for 9 years.
So when you said you'd see her again?
I was scared that when I finally saw her again, she'd see what I'd become. A useless old man. But you showed me there was still a way I could go to her proudly.
As hero of the arena.
Do you think she'd be proud?
She'd be proud. I would be.
I'll tell her of a new hero of the arena. A warrior of true honor. Thank you, friend.
Peaceful, isn't it?
It's what we all hope to earn one day.
Peace and respect.
How do we truly earn those? Peace and respect.
Once we're gone, our deeds must speak for themselves. They've defined us and our legacy. It's how we're remembered that matters most. How will you remember Skura?
I'll remember him as he truly was. A hero of the arena. And a friend.
The crowds never rest, Misthios. Would you like to go back to the arena with me?
You go. I think I'll stay here a while.
can't be here. Don't test me. Put it down!
I should be extra careful in this area. It looks like she put up a good fight.
I saw the guards dead outside. Good job, Mistios.
They got to her before me. There was nothing I could do but avenge her.
She trusted me, Mistios. All I wanted was to make her smile. But every time I tried, all I brought her was pain. It's all I ever do. I shouldn't have told her about my stupid plan to reunite her with her husband. I did this to her, didn't I?
No, you didn't. Nobody wanted things to end like this. Least of all you.
Everything seemed okay when she smiled, you know? I didn't care who she was smiling at.
You did your best.
No one's best is ever enough.
No. No, it's not.
Take this. I was going to give it to her when I helped them escape Kidonia. To get them through tough times. They won't need it anymore, and it's too heavy for me to bear. Take it as payment for your troubles. And leave me, please.
I see him! I'm burning! Help! Hades has room for both of us!
to embark! Barnabas, you'll never believe what happened in Messara. Actually, you probably will.
You have my full attention!
I found the legendary labyrinth near Knossos.
Did you go inside?
I defeated the Minotaur.
That's quite a story.
Story? These are the gods we're talking about, Herodotus! Tell me!
Ready for battle!
Commander, they are headed right at us! We should pick up that salvage! Get any closer, or you think we're attacking them.
Harold!
Watch it! And fire!
Basta! Anchor! Ready yourself for impact! Now! Here they come! Get them!
We need to move before they...
Slower, now! Slow the rowers!
We'll be waiting for you, Commander.
glory, evil bearer! Got him! Help me put it out!
Vamos, go! Yeah! Ella. Yeah! Come on. Ella. Ella. There he is. Off we go now. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Time to die!
Yeah! Maybe this will shake Athens' hold on power.
Just another day in the life of... Somebody fucking help me!
They'll keep a sharp watch here.
You are! I was starting to think you wouldn't show up.
You!
Hello, Emilko. Long time.
Itor, what's going on? Why are you here?
Of course. He didn't tell you, did he? You've been used, my friend.
Shut up! I'm not here to hear you talk. I'm here to see you die.
You deceived me! You asked me to rescue him just so you could kill him.
I didn't lie. Just omitted some details, that's all.
I got him out as you asked, so why kill him now? I could have dealt with him if that's what you wanted.
Because I had to see him.
Why?
Because he killed the love of my life.
We both shared guilt in that. But she was my wife!
Your wife?
She wouldn't have died if...
What? If I hadn't caught you? If you hadn't attacked me? If she hadn't tried to stop us? If our blades hadn't struck her down? Who's to blame here?
Despite what either of you did, this won't bring her back.
It will make me feel better.
And that's all that's important to you in the end, isn't it? Easing your conscience.
You think killing him will make you feel better? I guarantee it won't. And it sounds like she wouldn't have wanted either of you to get hurt.
You're right. I'm sorry. Fuck you're sorry. You destroyed my life that night. But I agree with your friend. Let's just pray we never see each other again.
Why, you... Let him go. You made the right choice here.
Sometimes we cannot make up for the mistakes of our past. I'm just glad all those years with me didn't rub off on you.
Sometimes we need to move on from the past, like I did from Kefalonia. You have a chance to make a new life. Use it.
I'll get a handsome reward. I need water.
Goddess of war and wisdom. Do you have my seals yet?
Yes, I have the seals for you.
This will show those idiots in the assembly we're making progress. Interested in getting rid of more polemachoses for me?
I'm interested.
I'm impressed with your work.
Did you expect any less?
I had hoped, but hiring you was a gamble.
Most things in life are.
I am perhaps a bit more willing to gamble than my fellow generals would like.
If you take no risks, you win no wars.
Exactly. How is it a mercenary understands this when the greatest generals of Athens don't?
I'm not sure whether I should feel flattered or insulted.
The Spartans are trying to find our supply lines. We've caught several spies already. We cannot afford such a loss.
Not if you want to keep your troops alive, no.
I need you to kill more of their commanders. Leave their hoplites without leadership. They'll be scrambling.
Are you sure? Spartans are fierce warriors.
Warriors, yes. Thinkers, no. They react like wild animals. Put them in a situation that requires genuine thought, and they fall apart. Kill the commanders and bring me their seals. We'll see how the other generals react to that.
I'll get you your seals.
The sooner the better.
I know what I have to do.
Τι λαμβάνει η χώρα?
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe?
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotos. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So, we get him drunk, and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to...
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll...
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship, where he took pity on me. Now, I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning. Perhaps one drink.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Why don't you just...
It's he who should apologize.
Sophocles is a...
Pericles has invited all...
Either we dine here and praise Pericles...
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't know...
Hiding? Heed this. War has... If you see Peric...
So proud of those born to be Spartans, they'll ride through the fire.
I only use the terms war or God or civility in...
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you...
Sure, we can talk.
Before Protagor...
I saw Cleon speak.
So, you have a taste for...
I take it you and Pericles aren't friends.
Hardly. Let me... Yeah, Pericles is the...
I'm looking for clues to help me find a woman.
Looking and finding are quite different things, wouldn't you say? I could observe a priest of...
Oh, forget it. If you're an... Why isn't Aspa...
Can you be certain she isn't?
In my opinion...
This has been...
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating airbladder. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again. And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Ha! Ha!
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Oh, look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for.
She's not in...
I think I'll check all this...
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Pietera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
I admit, I'm surprised to see you here, but everything has...
Keep wondering. You really... You've been arguing a sick...
We're discussing...
It is enough.
Yet, medicine...
Don't be upset.
This argument between you...
Perhaps.
I'm not getting dragged.
Very well. Answer this.
Well, yeah.
Laws and justice...
If you say so.
Aspasia.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
They'll carry the weight of Leon. The bravest they'll fight.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members. And I believe her when she says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you, sir.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends.
Time will tell.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's night. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman in Corinth I'd like to...
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades.
Alcibiades has a lot of...
He sure does. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think...
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't...
Okay. I knew I could count.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios!
You need to get moving.
Why are you in my way? Out of the way!
did this will pay.
Περίεργο.